Hello to my group 2, Olivia and Lena. So in this video, this is discussion 2. I'm going to talk about chapters 4 and 5. I thought these chapters were they were more informative than the first 3 chapters. Well, at least the first 2 chapters. The first chapter was review kind of, and then chapter 2. I feel like I knew some stuff. Chapter 3 taught me some. So this chapter 4 and 5 I thought were very interesting to read. I like how they went from giving me information to before you're even born to adulthood and even elderly. I thought one of the interesting facts that just something that stood out to me from these chapters were the fact that when you grow older, you get shorter. I already knew that. I just didn't know why. So I thought that was pretty cool. I would wonder why grandmas and grandpas get short, and now I know that it's because of their spine. I didn't know if it was because of their legs or just their whole body gets smaller. Maybe their head got smaller. I just didn't know that. So that was an interesting fact that I learned. I thought another interesting I also learned that the things that occur like during prenatal development and then after birth. So some things happen. For example, when you know it's a girl, when you know it's a boy, when you can start seeing their limbs, secondary sex characteristics, which is way after birth, and stuff like that I thought were very interesting. There was a lot of terminology that I didn't know. For example, specificity and universality. There was also appositional growth, which was the increase in girth, and a lot of good terminology that I think that it was very useful to know. Another thing I thought was interesting too that I learned was the difference between osteoporosis and sarcopenia. Before reading over it, I didn't know what it was. So now I know that one of them is when your muscles become more brittle in adulthood, and then the other one, osteoporosis, is just muscle mass that you lose when you get older. And well, this happens to everybody, not just it mostly happens to everyone that you begin to lose muscle mass. So there was a lot of interesting things. Like I said, it covered when you're an infant, before you're an infant, to adulthood. So I thought the chapter did very good at covering that. And I look forward to learning more in this motor development class. Thank you.